Luka Modric is, without a doubt, one of the most notable football players of the last decade. He has an importance that justifies Real Madrid's achievements in recent years and dared to share the stage with Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo by winning the Ballon d'Or in 2018 after a spectacular season. Even after 6 years, this victory still generates a lot of controversy and discussion. Now, leaving the controversies aside, let's dissect a little about his career and try to understand the genius of the greatest football player in Croatian history. When I think of Luka Modric, memories immediately come to mind of the times when I watched exciting Spanish or Italian championship games on closed TV in the first decade of the 2000s. But what is the relationship between these memories and Modric? It's simple. We are talking about a midfielder who plays with unparalleled class, knows how to position himself impeccably on the field, and has a vision of the game that puts him one step ahead of many other players. Luka Modric is the type of player who plays with an elegance that reminds us of legends like Andrea Pirlo and Zinedine Zidane. Of course, I'm not putting them all on the same shelf or making disproportionate comparisons, but it's essential to highlight these striking characteristics that, in my opinion, are shared by these great players. Modric, like Pirlo and Zidane, has an impressive ability to control the pace of the game. He can slow down the game with a subtle touch or speed up a play with a precise and intelligent pass. His ability to read the game, anticipate movements, and find seemingly non-existent spaces is a rare quality that few players possess. Furthermore, his dexterity on the ball and his balance on the field make his every movement look natural and elegant. The combination of refined technique, exceptional game vision, and tactical intelligence places Modric at a high level, reminding football fans of the skills seen in Pirlo and Zidane. He is a maestro in midfield, orchestrating plays with surgical precision and a calmness that shines through even in moments of greatest pressure. His performances for Real Madrid and the Croatian national team are testament to his greatness and contribution to world football. How important is Luka Modric today? What is its relevance in recent years and the last decade? These are pertinent questions that may naturally arise. To find the answers, we need to revisit the Croatian's career and understand whether his Ballon d'Or was justifiable and deserved, or whether it ended up being a curse on his career, as, after the award, he went from being a supporting player, as was seen by many, to underestimated. Maybe you don't agree with my analysis, but I want to raise interesting questions about the white number 10, whether during his time at Tottenham, Real Madrid, or the Croatian national team, where he lived and still lives great moments as a player. Luka Modric has been a central figure in world football in recent years, demonstrating a consistency and level of performance that few players can maintain. His importance today can be seen both in his role at Real Madrid and in the Croatian national team. At Real Madrid, Modric has been a pillar in midfield, contributing significantly to the winning of multiple titles, including 5 UEFA Champions Leagues. His ability to control the pace of the game, his exceptional vision of the game, and his ability to make precise passes made him indispensable for the Merengue team. Looking back over recent years, winning the Ballon d'Or in 2018 stands out as an important milestone in Modric's career. He was recognized not only for his performances at the club, but also for leading Croatia to a historic final at the 2018 FIFA World Cup. The Ballon d'Or key player, but not necessarily the star. After the Ballon d'Or, expectations for him increased considerably, and any performance that did not live up to the award was quickly criticized, leading some to underestimate his ongoing value. However, Modric's relevance goes beyond an individual award. His longevity in elite football, maintaining a high level of performance, is testimony to his dedication, professionalism, and extraordinary skills. During his time at Tottenham Hotspur, Modric proved himself to be a talented and creative midfielder, but it was at Real Madrid that he truly hit his stride, solidifying himself as one of the best midfielders of his generation. In the Croatian national team, he has been the leader and inspiration, guiding his team to impressive feats, including the World Cup final and, more recently, successful campaigns in the UEFA Nations League. And since we mentioned the Croatian national team, we can talk about the good times the star had defending his country. His first participation in World Cups was in 2006, in the German Cup, where he faced our Brazilian team in a match that ended 1-0 for Brazil, with a goal from Kaká. At that time, Modric wore the number 14 shirt and played for Dinamo Zagreb, far from being the standout player we know today. Nobody imagined that he would wear the shirt that belonged to Ferenc Puskás at Real Madrid. He was still far from being the biggest reference for his team, something that would only happen in the following years. Even with their participation in the 2006 and 2014 World Cup, in addition to the 2008 and 2012 Euros, their highlight came much later, especially during the Russian Cup in 2018. The Croatians were runners-up, being the biggest surprise of the competition, with games notable events, such as the 3-0 victory over Messi's Argentina in the group stage. They eliminated Denmark in the last 16, hosts Russia in the quarters and England in the semifinals, before losing the final to France. Individually, MODRIC was crucial to the team's success, becoming the team's biggest reference. In 2022, Croatia had a good campaign, eliminating Brazil and being eliminated by Argentina, who became champions. MODRIC arrived with the status of UEFA Champions League champion, and Croatia finished third again. In the Nations League, they reached the final against Spain, but lost on penalties. Even so, MODRIC demonstrated his leadership and importance to the team. At Tottenham, MODRIC had an interesting spell, with 4 seasons from 2008 to 2012. He played 160 games and scored 17 goals, advancing his career until arriving at Real Madrid, where he lived and still lives his best moments. Even though he was voted the worst signing of the season by some in the Spanish sports media, MODRIC proved his worth, showing versatility and improving over time. At 38 years old, Luka Modric is still enjoying a good moment in football and should remain at Real Madrid for another season. He has won everything a player could wish for, including 5 UEFA Champions League titles, as well as numerous other national and international trophies. With more than 500 games and 39 goals for Real Madrid, MODRIC left his mark as a true number 10. MODRIC's longevity at the highest level of world football is a testament to his skill, intelligence, and professionalism. Remaining relevant and competitive at an elite club like Real Madrid for over a decade is a rare feat, especially in a position as demanding as midfield. MODRIC has been a maestro in the center of the pitch, controlling the pace of the game, creating opportunities, and showing an insight into the game that few can match. Since arriving at Real Madrid in 2012, MODRIC has quickly established himself as one of the team's most important players. His ability to distribute the ball with precision, combined with his ability to dribble and protect possession, made him a crucial element in the tactical schemes of the different coaches who passed through the club. His understanding of the game and his ability to read situations on the field allowed him to adapt to different styles of play, always maintaining a very high level of performance. Winning 5 UEFA Champions League titles is an extraordinary feat, placing MODRIC among the most successful players in the competition's history. Each of these achievements was marked by MODRIC, who with his experience and technical quality helped Real Madrid overcome some of the most formidable opponents in European football. In addition to the Champions Leagues, MODRIC also won titles in La Liga, Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cups, UEFA Super Cups, and FIFA Club World Cups, forming a collection of trophies that is every player's dream. Even at 38, MODRIC continues to be an influential presence in the team, contributing his experience and leadership both on and off the field. His commitment to fitness and his understanding of the game allow him to compete at a high level despite his age. Number 10s of the past. His legacy is not only measured by the trophies he won, but also by the way he inspired and will continue to inspire future generations of players. The controversial 2018 Ballon d'Or is still a point of discussion, but we cannot forget his achievements that season, being a fundamental piece for Real Madrid and the Croatian national team. Even though he wasn't Real Madrid's biggest star at the time, MODRIC was crucial to Croatia's World Cup campaign. MODRIC is a player who marked his generation and, as a football lover, I had the pleasure of watching him play. He is still writing his story and will be present at the biggest club in the world next season. His longevity in the sport is a testament to his talent and dedication. Regardless of the Ballon d'Or, MODRIC is a football legend, and his brilliant career speaks for itself.